Winter weather alert, keeping an eye on 4 Live radar with a few snowy trouble spots today and Evrod tomorrow.
Well, welcome to Local 4 News at noon, everybody. I'm Evrod Cassamy.
And I'm meteorologist Brandon Rue.
And I feel like I haven't been outside in about 9 hours. So looking at that radar map, I'm like, what snow you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
Wait till you see some of these snow totals, too. You're not going to believe it for those of you who just had maybe a little trace on the grass today. We mentioned this yesterday. The models were picking up areas that were going to get hammered. And we were cautious about that, but knew there would be some impressive snow totals. Maybe not this much. Heartland over in Livingston County, 8 inches since last night. Howell, 7 inches. So it was Livingston and Oakland counties mainly, but even Sanilac County, 6 inches of snow. And Sanilac, Lapeer, Genesee counties under a winter weather advisory until 6 p.m., which always refers to dangerous travel. I-69 north. So anybody up in the thumb, you're going to be getting yours throughout the rest of the afternoon. A lot of us are seeing some flakes flying outside the window now, and temperatures close to freezing, upper 20s and low 30s. And there's a look at that snow, maybe some flurries or flakes, or Livingston County getting more and more of that wet weather. But we expect some of the heavier snows to be piling up in the thumb. Big nor'easter that's happening on the East Coast is stalled out our weather pattern. So more snow showers through the afternoon and more snow showers tomorrow. Meantime, temperatures hanging in the mid-30s. Occasionally, Evrod, we get a little peak of sun and again, the heavier snow up north.
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you. Well, after years of negotiations, permits, and proposals, and even multiple changes in county leadership, a deal has finally been struck to build a brand new jail in Wayne County. Rob Maloney is there for the big announcement. He joins us now live with all the details. And Rod, it has been quite the long road to get to this deal.
Yeah, it's been 5 years, Evrod, since they stopped building the old jail over on Gratiot. But take a look behind me here. This is where the new, not just the jail, but an entire criminal court complex is going to go. It's the old Detroit City bus barn where they repair buses. Now, we're going to show you some video coming up here of the old Gratiot site that's been sitting rusting in the weather for about 5 years after they ran about $150 million over budget and had to stop building it. And it's a situation where Rock Ventures is going to end up with that property. It's going to swap that property and all the criminal justice buildings around it for this site, and they're going to build this here. There's a third party involved, the city of Detroit, and the old AMC property out on the west side of the city. But let's take a quick look at the deal. The new courthouse, jail, and juvenile detention complex are going to be here at the I-75 Service Drive in East Warren in Detroit. The total estimated cost is going to run about $533 million, but the county's costs are capped at $380 million. The Rock Ventures people will pick up the rest of that tab. They're going to have 2,280 jail beds, and there's going to be a separate deal for the unfinished jail, and it's a $21 million payment to the county from Rock Ventures. It's a complicated situation where they have to make a separate deal there in order to not have trouble with the bonds that they floated to build that thing in the first place. The estimated completion date on the new criminal complex is going to be 2022. Let's hear from Wayne County Executive Warren Evans talking about the sense of relief that he feels after this deal was finally struck.
It's like an anvil has been taken off my neck to be able to get to where we are in this process. So, I mean, it's huge, and I don't think people have any idea, nor necessarily should they, how complex this deal was in the first place.
And so it goes. By 2022, 2023, they'll have this taken care of. The belief is that the county taxpayers are not going to be on the hook for that much more money than has already been spent. And they're trying to clean up the mess that was created back under the Ficano administration. Coming up later, we'll take a little closer look at all of this, get a look at all of the sites, and see where this is all taking us. But for now, that's it from over here at the old bus barn. Reporting live, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All righty, Rod. It's very interesting to see something happening with that site. Thank you. Also new at noon, we are following a big story out of Warren. That is where 2 people who supplied a 16-year-old girl with heroin leading to a deadly overdose have been sentenced to prison. Leslie Metcalf has been sentenced to 15 to 40 years, and Donald McCoy, due to prior convictions, is sentenced to 15 to 80 years in prison. Now, according to police, Sierra Lawson died of an apparent overdose after Metcalf and McCoy supplied Lawson and her boyfriend with heroin. Judge Edward Servito had this to say at sentencing.
What you did that night in delivering that drug was no different than had you taken a revolver over there and put 5 bullets in the chamber of a 6-chamber gun, asked the child to spin the revolver, put it to her head and pull the trigger.
The judge went pretty hard on them there. Lawson's boyfriend also overdosed but did survive. A homicide investigation underway now after a disturbing discovery made by firefighters in Detroit last night. Firefighters were responding to a house fire at a vacant home Tuesday night near I-75 and 8 Mile when they discovered a body. Investigators believe the body was dumped inside before it was set on fire. A student at Utica High School has been charged with making a terroristic threat towards his school on social media. 18-year-old senior Timothy Evans made the alleged threat on Monday and then was arrested on Tuesday. After a home search, police found that he was in possession of various weapons and ammunition. Evans faces up to 20 years in prison and is being held on a $75,000 bond. All right, so take a close look at your screen here. You're looking at incredible video just out of northern Michigan of a sawmill fire that caused some pretty extensive damage. It was around midnight Wednesday when firefighters from multiple agencies were on the scene. This is in Boyne Falls, and officials say that a blaze broke out late Tuesday night just northeast of Boyne Falls. A glow from the flames could be seen for several miles. Multiple buildings suffered major damage. The sawmill was the second oldest producing log mill in the United States. Happening today, the Detroit branch of the NAACP will announce the keynote speaker for the 63rd annual Fight for Freedom Fund dinner. The big announcement scheduled for 2 p.m. today. It's at the branch on 2nd Avenue in Detroit. The dinner itself will happen on May 6th. That's at Cobo. And tickets are still available. They do start at $150 per person. But this is a very well-attended event. Thousands of people attend every single year. Well, in order to escape a burning hotel, 2 women had to risk their lives and do the unthinkable. And you won't believe what was below them that actually saved their lives. That's coming up. Also, new backlash against gun sale restrictions as 2 lawsuits against mega retailers pop up, including one here in Metro Detroit. We'll have that story for you, as well as several others, when we come back.
Can't get out.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We want to start with some stories that are making headlines all across the United States for us and really all across the world. But we start in Fairfax County, Virginia, where new dash cam footage has been released showing how a traffic stop of a suspected drunk driver ended with the suspect being run over by his own car. Did you see that? The suspected drunk driver tried escaping police on foot, but he forgot one little thing. Well, the car was still in drive. The police officer was trying to pull the driver over when he got out and started to run, but he didn't get very far because his car, well, there you see it again, hit him and ran right over him. The suspect fell over and the officer was right behind him and made that arrest. Meanwhile, on the other side of the globe, we're following a story in the western Turkish city of Izmir, where 2 women had to risk their lives to escape their burning hotel. Turkish media reports the 2 women were injured, but thankfully they are expected to survive after that jump from the 6th floor of that hotel. And get this, the 2 women jumped onto cars, yes, cars, that were parked right in front of that hotel. The cars broke their fall, and yes, they were hurt, but again, they're going to be okay, and no other injuries were reported. Wow, pretty scary stuff there. A 20-year-old Oregon man taken on some big stores that would not sell him a rifle. The Oregon man's lawsuit specifically names Walmart and Dick's Sporting Goods. Both retailers have recently changed their gun sale policies, raising the minimum purchase age to 21. But Oregon law allows residents to buy rifles starting at the age of 18. The man's attorney says that he believes that this is age discrimination. And that isn't the only gun sale suit to appear on court dockets this week. You might remember just yesterday afternoon, an 18-year-old from Battle Creek filed a lawsuit against Dick's Sporting Goods after he was told he could not buy a rifle at the Dick's store right in our area in Troy. All right, I want to show you some amazing video taken of a volcano erupting in the southern part of Japan. The volcano has erupted more than 29 times. This was just since Tuesday. which was just yesterday, with its plume of smoke and ash rising almost 100,000 feet into the air. One midnight eruption launched large cinders almost 3,000 feet in the air, and believe it or not, so far, no reported injuries. There is a new study on e-cigarettes that reveals a hidden danger to the product. We'll tell you why researchers say teens are the most at risk of developing cancer from vaping. Plus, it was a serious, close call caught on camera, how a specific accessory that this snowboarder was wearing that likely saved his life.
Yeah, you saw that snow give way underneath. Avalanche territory out west. Here, boy, it's snowing. It's snowing hard in a few spots. And we are not out of the snowy woods yet. We have Thursday snow to discuss next.
Hi, Mike Valley.
If you've been hurt,
Well, that is some pretty scary moments for this snowboarder. It's dramatic helmet cam video that has come out from France of this snowboarder escaping uninjured from an avalanche over the weekend. Now, he says that he was able to deploy an avalanche airbag, as it's called. It's a type of device that's designed to keep the snowboarder closer to the avalanche's surface for rescue. And apparently it worked in this case. He says the bag kept him afloat until the avalanche stopped. A decade-long study of avalanche airbags released in 2014 showed wearing one improves the chances of survival by as much as 50%. Let's turn to good health now, because a new study shows e-cigarettes deliver some of the same cancer-causing chemicals to the body as smoking tobacco, especially for teenagers. They're marketed as a safer alternative to traditional cigarettes, but a new study warns e-cigarettes deliver cancer-causing chemicals, and the most popular fruit flavors, often preferred by teens, appear to be the worst. Research published in the journal Pediatrics tested 67 teenagers who vape and found those who used fruit-flavored products had significantly higher levels of 5 toxic chemicals.
The toxicants that we found in these teenagers are the same toxicants that we find in traditional smokers, just in lower levels. I would expect to find similar side effects, such as heart disease and cancer, down the road.
According to the CDC, teens are vaping more than smoking. More than 2 million middle and high schoolers admit to it. A trade group representing the vaping industry points out the risk of cancer is lower from vaping than traditional cigarettes, but researchers call that a smokescreen for a lingering danger facing those who vape. And the authors of that study are now researching the effects of secondhand vaping. They say that the study is still in its early stages. Meteorologist Brandon Root joining me now as we turn our attention to the forecast. I'm a little nervous to go outside. It's been 9 hours. I haven't even looked outside in a window.
I just ran to the weather office and back, and I saw some of our employees going out for lunch with earmuffs on, snow coming down, their hair blowing. It's a little wintry out there. How about this view from Mount Clemens? Good afternoon, Macomb County. And some flakes on the lens there, 33. This is not our Mount Clemens temperature. It's from Romulus, from Metro Airport. But winds are pretty consistent around the area. West-northwest 15, and that does knock those wind chills down a bit. This is a different view from Windsor, across the river looking for downtown Detroit, but we can't find it. Wind chills in the teens and 20s, so that's what we want you dressing for if you're heading out, and that applies to the exposed skin. As your body radiates heat off of it, the wind whips it away, and you can get frostbite, hypothermia when teens and 20s are the wind chills. On top of that, snow showers pivoting through the area, and we do expect some heavier snows across portions of the thumb later today. We have snow totals from last night into today that were in the neighborhood of 6 to 8 inches, mainly in Oakland and Livingston counties. Look at Heartland, 8 inches. It was about the same in Highland in Oakland County, but Deckerville, Sanilac saw quite a bit. A lot of us similar to southern Oakland County. Milford 2.2. I think in Grosse Pointe Woods this morning I wiped about an inch of snow off the car as I headed out, but it is the areas north under the winter weather advisory through about 6 p.m. for the potential of a few squalls and snow that could drop a couple of quick inches, but the rest of us, more of a nuisance snow. It's festive, it's pretty, but it can certainly slow us down a little bit. 30s, snowy, breezy, heaviest snow expected to be to the north. It'll be 24 overnight, but that means wind chills single digits to teens. Come on, it's mid-March. Going the wrong way. But we have a big nor'easter out east, and we're just lucky we are not in this thing, messing up travel, coming into the megalopolis area, but it's sitting there spinning and drawing back air our way, and so that's why we keep seeing these snow showers, and we'll get another blossoming of snow showers tomorrow. Notice how the model kind of hones in on the thumb region here, and then tomorrow everything sort of breaks loose. I would say mid-morning into the afternoon, an inch or two in a few spots. Not a big deal here, but we're not done yet until maybe mid-afternoon tomorrow. Friday is a dry day at 38, and the weekend looks good with 40s and sun. We spring forward. Saturday night, daylight saving time starts 2 a.m. Sunday.
Which means we have one less day or one less hour to wish you happy birthday, Brandon, on Sunday. All right, so check this out. The production model of a flying car, the PAL V Liberty, was presented at the Geneva Motor Show this week. The three-wheeled, two-seat car is aimed at commuters who want to choose whether to drive or to fly to work. The PAL V is stabilized by a roof-mounted rotor that the CEO says ensures the driver is safe. The flying car will roll out in 2019 with a starting price of $400,000. I'm going to opt to take Sky 4 instead. How about that? Well, the votes are in, everybody, for our Fort Frenzy Winter Fan Choice Awards. More than 29,000 votes, in fact. It is our friendly competition celebrating high school athletes, coaches, and athletic directors. And here's some of the winners. We are going to announce more tomorrow on Local 4 News today. But for the full list, you can go to clickondetroit.com/4Frenzy. Oh, Cedar Point has done it again. This summer, they're rolling out a hybrid coaster, promising a ride unlike any other. We'll give you a preview next.
Alt 106.
Going viral is obviously a good thing. People want to go viral. You've probably seen this video of a father who's basically teaching his son, who was a bully, a lesson. But what does this viral video do to the son? When are parents oversharing their social media, and when does it hurt the kid? It's something we're talking about today at 4 on First at 4.
Let's go. Well, it feels like winter outside, but trust us, amusement park season is almost here.
And down in Ohio, Cedar Point is making some big changes. I feel like I'm getting old because at 33 years old, that does make my heart beat a lot faster. But the first thing that ride warriors might notice is the new ticket price, $72 for a one-day ticket to the park. And that is up from $67.69 just last year. Cedar Point also debuting a new record-breaking roller coaster. It's called Steel Vengeance.
Man, the ride claims to be the tallest roller coaster in the world, 205 feet tall, and also the world's fastest at 74 miles an hour. Two reasons why I will do the Ferris wheel.
As long as it just doesn't go straight down, I'm good. Have a great day, everybody.